is already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on?
The Jade Chamber moves? I thought it was stationary. Is she gonna sacrifice the Jade Chamber to hold them at bay? Now there's a thought. Well, I was supposed to be getting off, but I guess that's not the case.
If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go.
Are you stupid? It's been summoned from the sea where the spears were. It's going to come from the sea towards Liyue Harbor. How the fuck do you not know which way to go, Paimon? Like, that's an honest question. How do you not know where to go? Good God.
Do we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
Hey, Shao.
What are you doing here?
Same reason as you, I imagine.
Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber?
Wait,
Paimon
her
thought
too?
you were arguing with the Chising. Is the fighting over?
Keep scrolling. Who else have we got? Okay, we literally do have the Adepti on either side.
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue?
Fight it.
Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary. So will the power of the Chising, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
Well, if Fraxabas is still alive, can we not add him into the equation, even though that's exactly what they want to happen?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is not necessarily.
What? But all of you are supposed to be the guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own
You want me to
hands
shoot the
is
ballista at
here.
that?
For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
Yep.
She's summoning the ballista? What is she doing? But there was only one. Okay, we'll do many. There was only one. Okay, that's an unconventional method.
The Fatui! They're attacking the Guizhong Ballista!
I hope you're not making me fight with Lunara because she's still like level 55 or something stupid. Haven't leveled her up.
The three Adepti are manning
Thank
the
God for that.
Guizhong Ballista.
Level
Do
71!
not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me!
Do you know how long it takes me to kill these fuckers? It takes me freaking
We
forever.
Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia.
And I've only got 6 minutes to do this.
Let's
Oh
once
god, we're
see
gonna be here
what you're
forever.
made of then. What strength remains
Oh,
within
he's dying
you?
really easily,
What
actually. It's
wishes
kinda
to
weird.
witness?
Come back here.
Let me leave you a verse.
Back at ya!
Okay, next round. Oh, there's somebody up. Oh, there are archers as well. That's no good.
I swear by my sword.
Damn, it's a shame we can't go over the edge.
One with my blade. Spirit blade.
Power that ended Haishan. No, my sword.
Swift and merciful.
Died? Yes. Okay, cool. Oi, slow down. I can't. You've got big legs. I can't keep up.
I swear by my sword.
I don't know. I don't have time
That
to
is
look.
Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
Ow. Where the fuck did he go?
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
Yeah, well, I don't know where old mate's gone, so I'm just going to abandon ship
How
there.
daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Oi,
Submit or
get off it.
Power that ended Haishan.
The ancient gods attacking again! There are so many victories too! We can't look!
Oh, this is not going anywhere quickly. This thing's down to 68 health. Jesus Christ, what am I supposed to do? Do you want to help, lady?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is adeptal energy! That light from your body, it's like the time in Julian
This
Cars!
one.
Whoa! It's Madam Ping's shockwave! This grady's really strong!
Okay, this middle one's not doing so good. Can we repair this one? Oh, fuck me. Can you repair the middle one? It's not going to withhold another few minutes.
Witness the power of Gurwa. Time to act. Time to act.
one with my blade. Submit for judgment.
Run faster, Jean. God, they do such big damage.
I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War.
So this is what Ganya's
Yo,
like.
Ping! Help!
My name means swiftness. Take my power
This front
and
one
run as
is
I do.
not doing well at all.
We're going too fast!
What are we doing here? Are we just wasting time at this point? Because I'm okay with that. That thing's only at 41% health. Like, fuck.
Child, you are strong in body and
You wield
spirit.
all three powers at
Perhaps
once.
you can withstand three forms of adeptal energy at once.
Go!
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Get to the middle one. Get to the middle one. Okay, they're not the middle one. What happens if I die?
Power that ended Haishan.
Back at ya!
I swear by my sword. Witness the power of Gurwa.
Get him out. Get him out. Go, 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 go.
Swift and merciful, from whence you came.
Take this!
God, is it
Exercise
35%?
caution.
Oh god.
I fear that the god's power has reached its In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Oh my god.
Power that ended Python! Barbados, guide us.
I guess this is it.
Got another minute to survive.
Rain cutter.
Swift and merciful. Spirit blade. Attack.
My duty.
Go.
To ashes! I swear by my sword!
Okay, good. If we can just keep them off the middle, we have a chance.
Witness the power of Guhua! The Batui's numbers are thinning!
Are they?
Comrades, once we
I
finish
would
this
disagree with
battle,
that immensely.
The Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
Okay. Seems to be nothing for the moment. 12 more seconds.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
What if the tsunami hits Liyue Harbor? Just a thought.
It's working!
Is it?
We just need to keep this up!
Told you. It ain't working. Are they gonna actually kill Rex Lapis this time around? Out of curiosity. Oop, they got the ballista. Ballista. I'm assuming all three are gonna go down.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
Do you have the Gnosis?
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
Or Gnosis, whatever.
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
I told you should sacrifice the chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I told you. I told you. I called it. And what happens when that doesn't
I
work?
understand.
What happens when that doesn't work?
Traveler, lend me a hand.
Then we've got nothing to bloody stand
Farewell,
on.
friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the
Eh, you
future.
get to bring a new one. Again, tsunami warning. Okay, physics don't work in this game. Displaced water apparently doesn't travel far. Well, the sun's out.
I do hope the Knights of Favonius are
That's
all
interesting
working.
though. If Rex Lapis is technically still alive, then why... I suppose the whole point is that he doesn't want to fall into the trap. That's why he did it in the first place. That's probably why he didn't appear. But did he have faith that his people could protect Liyue?
Is it finally
Didn't
over?
the sun just come out 2 seconds ago and now it's night again?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebearers, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
We're all on the same side here.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say,
I have no
Outlander?
idea what she's trying to say. It was such a weird thing to say. When there is discord between the Guardians and those they were meant to defend, harmony becomes very difficult to restore.
Right. That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
This is what we learned in the City of Freedom.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
So like you two.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there.
Rex Lapis, and Zhongli, and Tartaglia.
When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please, come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its
Okay, I know this is big and momentous, but I'm just going to interject here. It's weird that each of these countries literally has one city. One. Mondstadt just had the city of Mondstadt. There was no other city. There was a tiny little town of Springvale, and that's it. In Liyue, we have Liyue Harbor, the tiny little town of Tinksea Village, and that's it. Why are there no more cities or towns and villages and places of civilization in these lands than just the main city? It's kind of unnatural. It's not how things work. That's not how people function. People always seek to make different cities and have their own spaces of power. It's weird that there's only one one city in each country.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of
And they're
heart.
trying to understand things from their perspective. Oh, I'm supposed to have... This is weird how it does this. You've got two options, but it's the one conversation. They've listened to what the people have said and they're trying to understand things from their perspective. I don't know why they bother giving it to me as two options when it's literally the exact same thing.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, conqueror of demons.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough. Away we shall, and return whence we came.
I don't really think that's the message you were supposed to have learned from this, but okay.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Chising will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against.
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well.
Say that again.
Oh, right. It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one
We're forgetting many things. There's the rite of parting, there's Tartaglia, there's Rex Lapis. There's a lot of things we're forgetting.
Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis never showed
Is
up.
no one else gonna say, you mean he's alive?
Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death too?
Do we explain to them that he's still alive? We just... Okay.
Doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adeptiless Rite of Parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhang Li's gone. Let's ask for him at Wang Shen funeral
So Rex
parlor.
Lapis might appear during the ceremony, but it just seems like a missed opportunity for conversation. What does it want me to do? Why is it bringing me here? Oh. What? Did we just have to finish the main story and then we can unlock it? We don't have to be 40. Okay, I'll take it. Weird, but I'll take it. Oh, hold on. Go back. Claim the key. Now we can get out. Okay, that is a little weird. But Okay. But still, like, it just seems a missed opportunity that we didn't have this. No, don't change to that. Oh no, we're back. It's just telling me about the new quest. It just seems weird that we haven't explained to these people that the god is still alive, or that we believe the god is still alive for X reason. Like, we just have ignored it. We didn't say anything, we didn't tell them, it just got blown right over. It just seems like that was a missed opportunity for plot, story, character development, to learn more about these characters, and we've just ignored that.
We have work to do.